Is that any better? Tip tab. Yo, you can hear me now. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. So, as I was mutely saying, we're going to be picking up on some quests that won't be available till next year, even though it's slightly out of chronological order. We are in a place that we'll be unlocking much later during our lore through. Thank you for the support, Fox Loves. Welcome on in. Hello. And we'll see. I'm not going to explain a lot of this location. We do have a little bit of fun stuff going on, and I think it's probably time for me to. I've already got that title up. I like this little setup here. Elonian flatbread? Who wants some freshly baked Elonian flatbread? Straight from the ovens, get it here. Stunning commoner. It's good to get back to a simpler life. Wait, you don't suppose we'll have any more Corsair problems now, do you? Wink. Nobody knows what that's about. I agree, it is cute. Alright, let's see. Malavaka. This town definitely has the right spirit. I spent most of my time in the wilderness, so it's nice to rejoin civilization occasionally, especially during the end times for the unworthy. I will feast on your souls and some nice holiday sweets. I'm particularly a fan of baked goods. I know some people prefer more sugar-loaded treats, but nothing beats a crunchy cookie decorated with devastation and the corpses of the innocent. Listen, I'm collecting pumpkin cookies to take back to the rest of the coven. If you were to bring me a whole armload of them, say 50 or so, then I would give you 1,000 years of suffering flayed from top to tail and gored on a holiday accessory token. Deal? Your offer is a little scary. You know that? Brilliant, but scary. I'll just let the two of you be alone. I think that this is a side quest that... Oh, do I already have that many cookies? Oh, I do have 73 pumpkin cookies. Here, have 50. Okay, I'm not going to give them, though. Excellent! Now I have some treats for the other members. It's a pity they're damned and corrupted, banished from the light, instead of joining the party. I know Haberdasher Crane is particularly hard at work supervising production of the holiday accessories, which reminds me, you should be off to Atan to trade in this token. Make your choice carefully. You only get one chance to make it out alive! Okay, alright, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to keep those, because I already have the outfits for that. Okay, but where are the quests? That's... Oh, they're over here. Oops. Alright. Let's see, the Harbinger of King Thorn. Aren't you the flesh bag that assaulted the Bone Palace in the name of Mad King Thorn? All you mortals look alike. It's hard to keep track of you. Oh well, it matters not. His Majesty Mad King Thorn requests your service on the battlefield, and by request I mean demands, with grave consequences if you refuse. Palawa Joko seems to hold something of a grudge against our most regal monarch regarding our force's little visit to his Bone Palace, and he has revenge on his mind. Normally, our forces would crush his pathetic excuse for an army, but unfortunately His Highness's greatest general dared to speak ill of our king's prized invisible pony, leaving him no choice but to transform him into a moa, and then eat him. Naturally, go on. As delicious as I'm sure he was, our king's entirely justified and completely logical actions have left a vacancy within our ranks that can only be filled with a great tactician such as yourself. Palawa Joko has challenged us to meet him in battle, and you're going to lead our forces. Refusal guarantees your death, while accepting this honor gives you at least a slight chance at survival. Speak with me and I will send you to the battlefield. I never liked Palawa Joko guy anyway. To battle! Okay, so I think that that's going to be a separate mission that we do in a bit. Emissary of King Thorn of Kryta. Oh, we have quite a few quests to do. Even in these far-off lands, the spirit still manages to find us. It's inescapable, you know. Yeth. Hello, or hi, as they say in these parts. I am His Royal Greatness King Thorn's royal ambassador to the Elonian people. The king was quite fond of Elona's many beauties before his untimely death, especially the beauty of its women. He longs to travel freely throughout the mortal realm, so that he may spend more time abroad, spreading that special kind of joy only he can give. The members of his royal court back in Kryta are working on a ceremony to break the seals between the mortal world and the realm of our beloved King Thorn. Can you imagine enjoying the benevolence and majesty of King Thorn year-round? It will be just like the old days, though preferably with less regicide. I have agreed to do my part to aid in the ceremony. The first task I must accomplish is locating the spirit of the great king's fifth wife, who hailed from Vabi. It's probably better you don't ask what happened to the first four, or the last three for that matter, and just rest assured that this one was always his favorite. A king cannot return to the mortal realm without an adoring queen to stand by his side. So be a good little mortal and find his beloved and instruct her to return to Kryta for the ceremony. Oh, best not to mention being burned alive. It was something of a point of contention in their relationship. I might as well add Spectral Matchmaker to my already absurd resume. Somehow I think this is a relationship that shouldn't be rekindled. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's do that. Where are we at here? Till death do us part. There it is. Speak with Princess Zola in Resplendent Makun. Princess Zola in Resplendent Makun. Well, here's proof I haven't been here in a while. Should be up here. There we go. Okay. We've got the three necromancers, Gwen, and Morgu, and Master Whispers, right? Good enough. Alright. What does Shunlai Agent Momo have to say? You need to give the sparkling rock back to your large friend. There have been complaints. The Shunlai Guild cannot and will not hold such a powerful and potentially lethal object. Furthermore, your friend is banned for eternity from any of the services of the Shunlai Guild or its associates. Please take the sparkling rock back for him. He will have to hide it somewhere else. Oh dear, it's just a rock. Roll it down the hill. No, we're not doing that quest because it has to do with storyline we are nowhere near getting to. I didn't even know that existed. Good to know. Royal Finance Minister Oluda has something for me. Well, let's do that later too. Onward to the Resplendent Makun. Right. Pulse check. We don't want these people to be so aggressive. And you need to be on guard. And you need to be less aggressive. And I need to be wielding this. So, as you can tell, the battles are a little bit different compared to what we've been doing so far. You can see my glorious compatriots. Here's Olias. Here's Livia, Norgu, Gwen, Raza, and Livia. They're looking pretty fine, if I do say so myself. And I can flag them all individually, so a lot different than having, you know, being completely slaughtered by lava imps. Is it this way? I think it is. Maybe. Nope. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been here. It's gotta be in there. There's Zola. Hello, Zola. These waterfalls are very loud. I hope you can still hear me. Hello, traveler. What brings you to these parts? You, actually. I've been sent to request your appearance at an important event. Me? It's been many, many years since anyone has sought me. In my prime, I was called the most beautiful princess in all of Vabi, if not the entire world. Men wanted me, women wanted me, but that was a long ago, before I met him. Him? Are you speaking of King Thorn? That's actually why I'm here. It is. Well, isn't that interesting? And what does my, beloved husband want with me? His loyal subjects plan on releasing him from his realm so he may return to the mortal world permanently. They feel your presence will act as a beacon for his soul. I see. Well, that is certainly something I wouldn't want to miss. Unfortunately, there are those who wish to prevent me from leaving this land. When I left for Kryta to marry King Thorn, I broke the hearts of many local noblemen. Out of my business, I will be happy to travel to Kryta with haste. See, if you would be a dear and help these souls find their way out of the mortal realm and out of my business, I would be happy to travel to Kryta with haste. I'm happy to help you. Yes, people generally are. There are numerous former suitors scattered throughout the area. Dealing with 3 of them should be enough to allow me to escape their grasp and return to Kryta. Go now. We don't want to leave my beloved waiting. Okay, let's bring that, Gosh, that is pretty loud. But anyway, let's see. Where are we off to? Executioner? What are you doing here? Hardly doer. Suitor, Hellhound. By golly. Okay. So when I was speaking with Zola, Foxgloves, was the waterfalls too loud? Because I know it was a little over. It was almost deafening for me, but. Let's see, we have 2 suitors remaining. Aw, Sis came to visit. Hi, Sis. Thanks for lurking. This place is a maze to me. It has been way too long since I've been around these parts. The waterfall sounded pretty? Okay, day skewed. Do you think I can have the male lead say I'm filled with rising? Okay, those people aren't just practicing for the play. We'll read their dialogue later. Where would the others be? This way? How many are left? 1 remaining. This place do be pretty. Oh, they could be anywhere. Okay, good to know. We're going to head out this way next. Away we go. Basically out of inventory space. That's too bad. Okay. Let's try this area next. There should be, I think that down here is where the place is telling me. Grave Bane. think they're here because there's going to be a lot of wandering around if not. Oh, I should have gone back to Honor Hill. Oh well. There they are. Hey! Okay, we're done with that. And I think we have a room for a Bobby chest. Oh, smoke phantoms, hello. Not expecting that. Successfully retained lockpick. And a terrible drop, but that's okay. Forget-me-not, 17%. I might actually use that for that one story guide, perhaps. Be better than what I've got. Perhaps. Okay, return to Princess Zola and inform her that she is now free from her suitors. I shall do just exactly that. Half-digested armor? No, thank you. So the chord progression in this song sounds strangely similar to some of the stuff in Pre-Series, but maybe that's just me. Very good, I can see why my deranged good-for-nothing ex-husband has you running around as his little errand monkey. Oh, okay, Zola. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to head to Kryta. If that screwy, delinquent husband of mine is coming back as a mortal, I want to be the first in line to send him right back into Gwent's waiting arms. Okay, Zola. You sound like you're having a fun time. Alright, so that quest is done. She was trying to be sneaky. She's like, oh, yes, of course. Oh, yes, I was expecting the Queen to be surprised by our request. Don't you worry, I'm sure the trip to Kryta will give her time to cool off. Once she sees her beloved husband's regal visage, I'm sure it will light the fire of love in her heart once more. Alright. I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff. and sell those. That gives me some more room for some more thingies. Okay. Yeah, that was quite the twist there, huh, Foxgloves? Open the floodgates of death. Oh, that's a good quest name. Even in these far-off lands, the spirit still manages to find us. Huh. Oh, here's a lot of dialogue. Let's go. Greetings, Flesh-Bearer. I am glad to see you. Much progress has been made towards releasing our most glorious king on the unsuspecting world. What a pleasant surprise this will be for them. I've been devising a plan that will not only aid in our king's release to the mortal realm, it will also shape the political climate in preparation for his return. When our king was among the living, there was an up-and-coming king in Elona who had delusions of grandeur and far too little respect for our undead liege. The two of them had many squabbles over the years, some nearly turning into full-scale wars. My lord often mentioned that one of his greatest regrets in life was not decorating his throne room with the entrails of that disrespectful swine, Palawa Joko. While I would never ask you to deprive our king of the opportunity to face the hack in combat, undead man to undead man, that doesn't mean we can't have a little fun with Joko in the meantime. Not only that, but I believe we could also use this as an opportunity to assist our imprisoned king escape his forsaken realm. According to the greatest scholars in the lunatic court, even Grenth can get overwhelmed at times. For us, the logistics of killing hordes of unruly villagers was a big enough headache. I can only imagine the organizational nightmare it must have been for Grenth to categorize all of those souls once they arrived in the underworld. If you were to go and deliver some truly incendiary words, I'm certain it would rekindle the conflict between King Thorn and Palawa Joko. Depending on your tongue, I'd be willing to bet that the rotting pushover would send wave after wave of his enslaved undead army to engage you in battle. Release enough of their souls, and it should keep Grenth buried in paperwork, unable to notice our king's return to the mortal realm. Our logic is infallible. Okay. What could possibly go wrong with such a perfect plan? I don't feel like starting interdimensional undead conflicts today. Oh boy. Alright, let's open the floodgates of death. This would be travel to Joko's domain and challenge Palawa Joko. Alright. Up here. Bone Palace. La 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 la. All right. I do believe we're going to have to become some worms here. Spoiler alert. Skills do. Touch skill, knockdown, so smash bite, projectile deals more direct damage. Interesting. Mad King's Guard? What? Who dares lay siege to the citadel, my citadel of death? I am Palawajoko, Scourge of Vabi. I come bearing a message from Mad King Thorn of Kryta. Your mother was a dredge, and your father smelt of Junie berries. The Candyman infantry of the Mad King, of course you know this means war. Where's Palawajoko, though? Attack them, my minions. King Thorn will pay for this outrage. Yep, Amworm. Oh, here they come. Blast you, you withering horde of worthless undead. Stop eating their fallen and attack. I don't care how delicious they are. Nice. At the bottom right of my screen, I have a kilometer. It's increasing. It's so funny. That's a lot behind me, isn't it? Acolyte, there they are. Better not die. Kilometer, yes, kilometer. Kilometer. Hardly know her. Thank you for that. almost done. Things are getting a little dicey. Where is that? Okay. Fall back, my minions. We shall regroup for a counter-offensive. All of Tyria will pay for this grave offense. I will burn cities, flood valleys, enslave nations. You have incited the wrath of Palawajoko. Mark my words, you will all pay. When things get dicey, we get slicey. Good one. I like it. Alright. Let us head to Emissary of King Thorn of Kryta for the reward. We're done here, right? Goodbye. 4 districts, my goodness. Oh, how I wish I could have seen Palawajoko's face as you destroyed wave after wave of his pathetic army. But I can be patient. I will stand in the front row when King Thorn returns and drives a true war of terror and destruction across all the known kingdoms of Tyria. You have served your king well. Here is your reward. Thank you. Let's see. Wonderful. A couple extra trick-or-treat bags. The Killing Joke. The time when our king may freely roam this world again is surely drawing near. Then it will be like the old times again, the blessed way things once were. Imagine the thrill of being alive when any moment could be your last. Wouldn't life taste that much sweeter? If only those unfortunate peasants could have seen the gift for what it was. Could have seen that gift for what it was. But before the king may walk free again, one of his greatest rivals must leave this world. The name is Quetzalcoatl. I have never seen anyone equal our liege when it comes to telling jokes, until those two crossed paths. I nearly died that day from laughing too hard. How I managed to survive is still a mystery. But one thing is not a mystery. Quetzalcoatl must die. There can be no one funnier than our great king. I've heard Quetzalcoatl was last spotted in Vitendi Valley. Go and knock him dead. I don't think I can handle any more bad jokes. This is one punchline I'm ready to deliver. Where? Find and defeat Quetzalcoatl. Vitendi Valley, I think, as I said. Vitendi... There's not Vitendi Canyons, it's Vitendi Valley. There it is. Let's go from the Kodash Bazaar. Pretty good, huh? This place is quite pretty, if I do say so myself. Suddenly, nightfall. Ding. Yep. I like how they're running all grouped up. anyway. Boom, boom, boom. That was dangerous. Right. Bit of a fight. Where's the blue tongue? There it is. Bit of a fight, bit of a fight. That was fun. Yeah, these missions are a little more intense than Kryta, but you know what? That's good. That's fine. Ah, there we go. Look at that fun little buddy. There's Quetzalcac. Quetzalcoatl has to say. I can't read it. He's making jokes though. There's text there. I just can't read it. Hex spell. Foes within earshot each have a random skill disabled for 30 seconds and take 20 damage each time they do a spell. That's pretty cool. Good old Quetzalcoatl. I wonder what it means. But yeah, I think it's funny that he's telling jokes, or it's telling jokes in its own native tongue. And they're funnier than the Mad King's jokes. People were laughing. Ah, that's good. Alright. Emissary. Yeah, basically. What? Let's see. Also, some just swim. The funniest stuff I've ever heard. I wonder who else in the entirety of Guild Wars has ever quoted that. Funny. Oh, how I wish I could have seen the look on Quetzalcoatl's, well, whatever it has that passes for a face, when he met his terrible end. Surely great King Thorn must be free now. Strange, nothing really feels that different. But I'm certain our plans went ahead flawlessly. One thing is certain, the barrier has weakened. If this is not the year that we succeed, then by next year, our court will rule again, and this world will once again know true brilliance. You have done your part well, and for that you will be rewarded. Now, go! Enjoy your time in our king's presence. Savor the knowledge that this is the future awaiting you. Get dunked on, Quetzalcoatl. Bless. Of all the worst possible things that could happen, this is the worst possible thing. The rituals we've been doing to break the seals on King Thorn, they've broken the seals on the royal pony pen instead. Gumdrops, our lord's most mighty invisible steed, has broken into the mortal realm. If I don't find him and return him to our liege post-haste, my pumpkin head will be baked with cinnamon and nutmeg. Nutmeg, can you? Nay, you must help me locate his royal steed before it gets into trouble, or worse, gets caught by that scoundrel Palawa Joko. If I know Gumdrops, he'll head straight through Turai's procession on his way to the Bone Palace. King Thorn has specifically trained him to seek and destroy anything that smells like mummy. I think I'd rather stay in town, where everything is awesome. I'll catch that pony in 10 seconds flat. The Mad Little Pony. Mad Little Pony. Venta Cemetery. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Yup. Everything is awesome. Hello, Lime. Welcome on in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. How are you? We're getting these Halloween quests out of the way because I won't be able to do them until next year if I don't do them now. At last you're here. I was getting ripe just waiting for you. This Elonian sun. This Elonan sun is not doing my pumpkin head any favors. Since only King Thorn can see gumdrops, we'll need to rely on this sensor created by the maddest scientists of the lunatic court. It detects the level of peripheral pony particles, or PON3, in the air and gives us an approximation of the location of the eminent equine. I'll follow you and let you know if we are getting close. Hurry, we'll have to find gumdrops before Palawajoko finds out he's here. Why witches wear name tags? So every witch knows which witch is which? I love it. Thank you so much. There's a pony named Pawn3. She's a DJ. I did not know that. That's good. That's good trivia. Thank you. Alright, there's the Pawn3 detector. They were broom mates. Ha! Ha ha! Ah, these jokes are better than Quistlecax. Oh, getting colder. They were broom mates. It's a blanket. It's a blanket. Awakened Cavalier. My name is Casey Chevalier. Chevalier. Gumdrops, the noble steed. Gumdrops, come back. Isn't Gumdrops the cutest? Ah, well, this was easy enough. Now we just have to... Oh, Drat, you scared him off. Could you try and be less, I don't know, dreadful? I mean, really, that outfit would scare off just about anyone. Jeez. I must say, the effort they put into the quests for this one are much more enjoyable to me. Mirza! Mirza Veldrunner, half-beast, War Marshal Varish demands your surrender. Why am I doing this? This is not the quest I want to do. You all do... they better not turn hostile while I'm running past them. This is not... Oh, it's going the wrong way. Why I oughta? Well, I oughta. The Veldrunner's gonna die because I'm not there to help. Quest. I was gonna say quest failed or something there in a second. So, here's the plan. I'll distract Gumdrops with some soothing words, and then you put the harness on his neck. How will I know where the neck is? It's the part between the head and the body. Have you never seen a pony? Good lord. Is it this way? I've never not seen a pony. I've never seen an invisible pony. Oh, it disappeared. Or was that my little guy? Okay, I don't know. Is the Pawn 3 detector getting closer? No. Okay, up this way. Alright, I'll send Soothing Breeze. Let's have a chat. It's kind of pretty, if you ask me. Mordecai? Alright, let's see what we're up against here. I guess we have to go this way. That way, huh? Which way? Oh, going up this way. Gumdrops, there you are. Okay, Gumdrops. Get you this time. Alright, one more time. Don't worry, I'm actually pretty good with animals. Goodbye, Gumdrops, the noble steed. I've got a saying for situations like these. When some pony tries to run, show them that you're fun. Does the Mad King know that you make motivational rhymes when he's not around? No, but if he finds out, I'll know who to blame. Screech. That's where it is. Elder Hyena, Sergeant Benoit. Is the way? Do we really need this pony detector? Can't we just look for hoof prints? Don't you know anything about invisible equines? The hoof prints are also invisible. Where's the equines? Because equestrian, so it's not equestrian, equestrian, equines. Okay, I believe my Pawn 3 detector is growing smaller. Yes, it is. It's probably not up here. Down there, which means I need to go up and around anyway. Okay. Hit 69 gold coins. Nice. Your party shares 69 gold. Nice again. Nice. Just in case we run into any Elonin ponies out here, I'm told that Gumdrops has a mark shaped like a pumpkin on his flank. Is the mark also invisible? Of course it... Oh yes, right. Never mind. Monstrous Fang. Not bad. Let's pick that up. And put that over there. Scythe. Very good. Go ahead and identify that. It's really weird that you can knock down these creatures. They're so big. You know, I could have gone probably right here, but having a little bit of trouble finding this one, eh? This is the way. It's a fun field trip, right? We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm out of tea. So, okay. This is definitely not embarrassing. There's Gumdrops. Did a whole circle around the map. There's Gumdrops. I'm having a proper good time. Very good. Glad to read it. Glad to hear about it. Let's get this tormented land off the map here. There's another one, huh? Didn't even see it. Come on, Gumdrops, just come here. I'll let you nibble on my head a bit. Confound this pony, it's driving me to insanity. Well, I mean, more insane than I was before, at least. Interesting. The tormented lands continue to respawn every 2 minutes, but they don't continue to drop loot after the first time they're killed. During the quest, but they have a chance of dropping rubies and sapphires. Interesting. Well, I guess the good news is I've already cleared out this area, so we can just kind of run along. Been in this map for 21 minutes. Why is it getting... Why is the meter going down? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? It's over there anyway. Oh my goodness. Let's just get rid of these guys out of frustration. Okay. Oh, stretch. It's too bad I didn't bring charge, so I could get all my buddies to run along with me at the same speed, a little bit faster. Identify this while we're at it. Survivor? I'll take it. Alright, we're getting close. Getting supposedly close. Oh, there's Gumdrops, the noble steed. Hello, Gumdrops. That's it, Gumdrops. You're going to love me. Or you're going to run away again. That's fine, too. Fine. Oh no. When I find this pony... Okay, so each time I get a quest update... Oh, so the quest dialogue changes. Meet the emissary, search for the invisible pony, keep searching for the invisible pony. That pony's got to be around here somewhere. Where the heck is the stupid pony? And when I find this pony, Joko's minions are the last thing you should be worried about. Hunting a pony. There's Gumdrops, Krastos, Carven Effigy, a whole bunch of buddies over here. Who's Krastos? Krastos. Palawa Joko's elite pony hunting squad. We're too late. Indeed you are, fools. Now that we have the Mad King's invisible pony, the tables have turned in this little war. If you harm one invisible hair on that pony's head, I'll make you wish you had never been reanimated. Was that supposed to be a threat? Ha! And here I thought your pumpkin face was the only funny thing about you. Come on, mummies. I think it's time we added a loudmouthed emissary to our hostage list. That's a lot of no damage happening. Why are you not taking damage? Ah, the awakened acolyte, that's why. Looks like we got the last laugh there. Alright, Gumdrops, are you going to listen to me now and come back like a good pony? Gumdrops says ... Sigh, Mr. Gumdrops. Yay! Looks like he's finally willing to listen. I'll escort him back to the Mad Realm now. Meet me back in Kamadan later so I can thank you properly. Quest updated. Mad Little Pony. Alright. That was quite the adventure. Still full of people who want to buy and sell things? Yeah, sure looks like it. Someone trying to sell pie for 25 ectos? What has this place come to? Well, that was close. If Joko had gotten his decaying hands on gumdrops, he'd have turned him into invisible glue. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Okay. However, I suppose that accidentally releasing gumdrops wasn't entirely bad. I mean, I'm no math magician, but if the rituals we were performing set the pony free, they are definitely having an effect on the boundaries between our worlds. Clearly, we need to double the ingredients in the rituals, or maybe double the number of worshippers. It's got to be one of those. Here, just take your reward and enjoy the festivities. I've got doubling of some sort to do. That one was only worth 2,000 experience? Come on. But I guess it was also worth 50 treat bags, so... trick-or-treat bags. Alright. It's sad because I said at the very beginning of all this I was going to do a lore through for everything, and I'm sitting here going, but I don't want to do the PvP side of things. Y'all could do the PvP on your own. Look at these fun skeletons, though. Aren't they fun? Look at how fun they are. This is more fun than I thought it would be. Oh dear. Oh, hello. This place is not dire at all. Let's see if we can go to District 1. Think if it'll let us. District is too full. That district is full. Please select another. Okay, let's try 2. Look at all those people. Okay. I wonder what the Mad King Steward wants. Solo quest. Oh dear. I am the steward of Mad King Thorn, and I do his bidding. My undead liege has sensed foreboding tremors in the underworld. He has also sensed seasonal baking in Royal Chef Colwich's kitchens, but I have already volunteered to investigate that. My lord's senses are selective but keen. This new intuition also requires attention. That's where a brave and skillful adventurer like you comes in. I would like you to act as an emissary of Mad King Thorn and go talk to his royal ally, King Frozenwind, who guards the Hall of Judgment. King Frozenwind may be able to shed some light on this mystery. We certainly hope it's nothing so troublesome as that Doom business from last year. Anyway, travel quickly to the underworld by speaking with the voice of Grenth. Make sure you use a transmographer tonic so that the voice recognizes you as an agent of Mad King Thorn. As this is a diplomatic mission, you must go alone. After you've talked to King Frozenwind, report your findings back to me. I'll see that you are well rewarded for your efforts. Let's try it. Do I have a transmographer tonic? Maybe in storage? Maybe in storage. Yes, spooky, scary skeletons. Sorry, I only just read that. Transmographer tonics. Okay. Sell those two. monstrous fang into storage. Perhaps the iron ingots also? Nope. Never mind. Survivor. Yes, my inventory is a mess. No, I'm not going to do anything about it right now. Strength as a candy corn. Something wicked this way comes. Travel to the Temple of the Ages. Speak to the King Frozen. Okay. An agent of Mad King Thorn wishes to enter the underworld alone? Very well, if you think that's wise. The Reapers have gained some degree of control over the underworld at the moment, so now is an opportune time to travel, relatively speaking. Alright, let's go to the underworld. Okay. What are my skills? I have Stance, Sugar Rush. For 10 seconds, I move 50% faster. Sticky Ground, Shout. Also hexes foes in earshot of your target. They move 90% slower. Sugar Shock as a shout causes knockdown. The Mad King's Influence. Foes in spirit range capitulate to the Mad King's influence for 20 seconds. Interesting. Okay, well, wish me luck. We have to go to there. Mad King demands that you let me pass with impunity. Oh, did I go the wrong way? No, I don't think so. Yes, I did. And thank you. Yes, good luck to me. I can doing it. Did I? Let's look it up. I did not. I was making the right decisions. It's just been forever since I've done this. have to go up. Alright, we are on our way to see King Frozenwind. Wonderful place. Liking the aesthetic. I've lived as a nameless king for far too long. The time has come to make myself known and perhaps reveal the dark secret which plagues this land. The emissary of the Mad King arrives. It is good to see you again despite the circumstances. Or was that another who visited my hall last year? I'm sorry, little one, but to me you all look similarly scrumptious. Your lord is correct. Dark things still stir in these depths. It is doom, Candyman. Death inevitable is not so dormant as we believed. Let me tell you the tale again in case it has not stuck in your mind. Long have the bards sung of Grenth's defeat of Doom, the former ruler of the underworld. With the help of the rebellious reapers, Grenth usurped Doom's throne. But the books and songs only tell part of the tale. You see, Doom was not fully destroyed. Grenth was simply not powerful enough to slay him. Instead, he forced Doom into a state of dormancy and imprisoned him within the Hall of Judgment, trapped behind massive enchanted doors and layers of divine magic. There Doom remained, slumbering, waiting, but his torpor is not so heavy that Doom does not occasionally wake. Why does he continue to wake? Is a little sleepwalking really harmful? Is a little sleepwalking really that harmful? Doom awakens fueled by dark powers, eager to reclaim his seat as the final judge and set to cull the life from those who cheat death. Every time a creature in the underworld dies, the release of life energy adds to Doom's vigor. Too many beings are slain in the underworld. Doom grows both strong and restless. I fear that one day he will come into his full strength and then those doors will not hold. Where Doom walks, Candyman, no soul is safe. Go tell your master to heed my warning. Doom remains the most serious of all threats. Okay. They're like, you have 30 seconds to read this. You'd better hurry up. I'm an MA. Mad King Steward. Doom, the ender of all? This is unexpected information, but you have delivered what I asked for. I doubt Mad King Thorn will believe this matter wasn't fully dealt with last year, but Doom and his promise of death undeniable should not be ignored. If he were to seize control of the underworld, it would be disastrous. Disastrous. The fundamental rules of life, death, and undeath would change, a state of affairs that would be unacceptable to a spirit lord like Mad King Thorn. Thank you for your service, mortal. I will bear this grim news to my liege so he may plot his next move. I fear for us all. I'll take it. Solo Master Quest. Ooh. This doesn't require my brain. Okay, Mad King Thorn appreciates your recent efforts on his behalf in the underworld. However, he finds the report the tiniest bit suspect. I would never cast doubt on the word of King Frozenwind, but my master, the indelible Fright, uses names like fruitcake more freely. He is certain that doom was dealt with quite finally last year. He insists on a second opinion, or 7. The Mad King also insists on Chef Colwich's pie, but that's my problem, not yours. Abominable Simon. I wish to make use of your talents once again. While I shoulder the burden of pastry delivery, all you must do is travel to the underworld and seek out the Reapers. Sets my spacebar on fire. Oh no, spacebar! Inquire of each Reaper their assessment of these dark stirrings. Be polite and diplomatic. Reapers respond well to courtesy. Report back to me when you have the information the Mad King seeks. As before, you will use a transmographer tonic to change yourself into an emissary of the Mad King. Once transformed, you may speak to the voice of Grenth, who will send you to the underworld. Of course, my lord will generously reward those who do his bidding. May the Mad King's luck be with you. I just remembered that I have to be somewhere far, far away from here. Here I go again on my own. Interesting. There's a war on, didn't you notice? Not here in town, but in the Mad Realm. It's understandable if it escaped your attention, but not everyone is so well attuned to the energies bubbling up from the spiritual plane. However, the commotion was enough to pull me from my work. A pity, as I was just perfecting a potion to turn toads into ordinary humans. Cruel, I know, but it's all in the interest of science. Anyway, Palawa Joko has reached his boiling point and taken an army to meet the Mad King's demented delegation. Supposedly, there is a score to settle over some insulting messenger who slaughtered a large number of Joko's minions. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Messenger? Minions? Doesn't sound familiar. Regardless, the battle will happen, and it's imperative for our plans, rather, it's in everyone's best interest, that Mad King Thorn win. Halloween must go forward. The Mad King's annual arrival must not be forestalled. It shouldn't be too hard, just you and a handful of Candymen against an angry Palawa Joko, 5 of his greatest generals, several priests, and their bodyguards. I can make it worth your effort if you'll travel to the Mists and lead the defenders against this impulsive offensive. Are you available to lay some awakened back to rest? I live for killing undead. I just met you, and this plan seems crazy. I don't like those numbers. I'll be back, maybe. Yeah, we'll be back. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna look. I think we're gonna take a 10. Let's take a 10-minute break. We've been out this about 2 hours, and we will be back. Oh wait, well, the Malavaka we have to get a reward though. No, we don't. No, we don't. Never mind. That's the one we needed to abandon. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so this one's Don't Fear the Reapers, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you all soon. back. Though I do have some saddening news. We're going to have to find something else to do, because this particular quest takes probably an hour, give or take. And my brain isn't here for that. I'm sorry to say. But let's see if there's anything we can look at just quickly for the sake of silliness. Let's see. Yeah, not here for killing Lord Jadoth. Or Magnus, or Rhaegar the Maneater. Lord have mercy. I have so many things to do. Y'all, there are so many quests we haven't even touched. We haven't even touched the quests. Where is... Remember that Galrath we did earlier? Yeah, that was just the easy mode. Ratas. So here's a little taste of a little peek into the future of Guild Wars. And these people are, you know, they're all having a good time. Are they doing impressions? Is this Pictionary? Pick me, yay, pick me. Is Menlo? Oh my god, this is terrible. Menlo's considering them all, and then Sin over here is pouting. Oh no, I didn't mean it. She's like, no. Oh dear, that's terrible. Love it. Lame. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry to say, we'll have to do the rest of the quest later, and yeah, I don't have any content that I can provide from here, so I think we're gonna end the stream. Sorry about that, but it's been fun. Thanks for being here. I appreciate the company and support, and we will catch you next time for the final embarkation. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Certainly, you're welcome. Gonna head out now. Hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.